Here's a quick video guide on how to change the oil in your motorcycle. Welcome to another in-depth moto tutorial from MotoReveries. Place the oil drain pan underneath the oil drain bolt. Unscrew the oil drain bolt with the 17mm socket wrench, turning counterclockwise. Allow the oil to drain out from the engine completely. Screw the oil drain bolt back in. And be sure not to screw it too tight because you can easily crack the oil pan. Check your manual for the exact torque specs. Remove the screws from the left side fairings with a hex screw. There are a few screws and a few snap rivets. You may not need to remove the entire left side fairing. Try to loosen the fairings up just enough so that you can easily access the oil filter. Locate the oil filter and place the oil drain pan directly below it. Unscrew the oil filter, turning counterclockwise. Pour out the oil left in the oil filter directly into the oil drain pan. Be sure to clean up any oil that is spilled on your motorcycle parts. After the oil completely drains out, gather the new oil filter. Apply a bit of oil to the O-ring, the inner rim of the new oil filter. Now screw the new oil filter on. You can either use your bare hands, or if you prefer, you can use an oil filter wrench. Just make sure not to over tighten it. You can use a socket wrench that can accurately measure the 14.5 foot-pounds of torque needed for sufficient tightening. Next, locate the oil filler on the right side of your motorcycle. Place the oil funnel into the oil filler. Slowly pour oil into the oil funnel, directly into the oil filler. Check your manual for the exact specs of how much oil should go in. On average, typically for sports bikes, it's usually around 2.3 to 2.6 quarts of oil. Be sure to check how much oil and the oil grade, whether it's 10W40 or 10W50. Be sure to continuously check the sight glass. This is located on the bottom right side of your motorcycle. As you pour in oil, go down there and check this glass so you can see how much oil is in there and how much space there is for you to add more oil. This is super important. As you slowly pour in oil, you must constantly check the sight glass. The last thing you want to do is overfill the oil reserve, and then you have to get on the other side and drain the oil back out again. For an accurate oil reading through the sight glass, your bike must be completely level. It must not be on the side kickstand. So either raise your bike on bike lifts or manually balance it by hand. Next, turn the bike on. Allow the engine to run for a few minutes. This in turn will warm the oil up and give it a chance to expand so you can see how much oil is in your motorcycle in its standard heated expanded state. The bottom line of the sight glass is the low mark and the top line of the sight glass is the full mark. You want to get that oil as close to the top full mark as possible. Keep adding oil little by little until it's full. Once the newly added oil has reached a sufficient level, securely screw the oil filler cap back on. And be sure to dispose of the old oil filter and old oil at the nearest oil recycling center or auto mechanic shop near you. For an even better breakdown of the oil change process, click on the link below this video in the description area for the full article.